Year after year, communities and basketball teams clash in the Midcoast. Maybe once a year, maybe twice a year, depending on classification. Oceanside, Madomic Valley, and Camden Hills are separated by mere miles on a map and produce some of the best action on the courts.
It's always just been fun. The energy is always there against the rivals, and we know it's always going to be a really big game. The crowd's going to be really big, and there's just going to be so much energy.
You don't want to say any game's more important, but to the kids it always is. They want to play against their local rival, and they want to go out and try and make a statement. So yeah, the kids really look forward to it.
Growing up, I've always come to see the games, and the crowds are so full of energy, and the games get really intense, and I just hope that we keep that up.
We always talk about it as a team and how let's just get this one because it's Camden. So that will definitely be passed on, especially with the plethora of juniors we have on this team.
It's been a really fun challenge, I think, especially Oceanside and Madomic for that matter. It's definitely a rivalry that we look forward to on our schedule, and I think it helps us to play better as a team. Just the motivation of playing these guys and knowing the history is a really cool thing.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, we all know them, they all know us. We talk about it at school all week. It's just a great experience for us and the fans.
Every time we play, it's always a fun game, and it fills the gym, which makes the atmosphere a lot better, and everyone gets excited a lot easier. And it's always a close game, even if it shouldn't be.
To some, the rivalries are not what they used to be, but to others, they're just as big.
From my perspective, I think the rivalries tamed down a little bit because of so many intertwined sports. The kids know each other a lot better than I did when I played, but it's definitely one of those emotional games that both sides want to win equally, as whether it's a point-worthy game or not, they want to win it. It's an important one.
It's intensified a little bit because we both are pretty decent ball teams, and we've all been clawing for positions to make the playoffs, and every time we play each other, it always means something.
For a couple Midcoast coaches, it has been an experience to not only coach in the games, but also to play in them back in their high school days.
It's a great rivalry. We've had, over the years, back playing against them. Everyone gets up for the game. The fans come out for it. It's a great atmosphere, and it's carried through. Now I'm coaching against Jeff, and it's exciting in that fact, and the kids enjoy just battling. We're only 10 minutes away, so they all know each other, and it's really a great night.
Well, when I was playing, it was Camden and Rockland, and the rivalry was pretty heated. Both gyms were filled each night, and I can easily say it wasn't a super friendly rivalry at all my 4 years here.
Well, everybody's had their run, I think. Rockland's had, now Oceanside's had some great teams. Nick does a great job here. Madomic's had really good teams. We had our run of some really good teams. We're trying to battle back, right now. So, I think everybody's had some good runs. And, it doesn't seem to matter what anybody's record is on a given year. When we play, it's usually a battle.
When the game against a rival is next up on the schedule, it brings with it a different sense of urgency.
It's a long season, and it's good to have them mixed it throughout because it gives you just that one little thing, and they don't want to lose to rivals, and they want to be able to hold that. They play against these girls in 2 or 3 other sports, and they want to be able to be the top. So it's a good motivational thing.
Yeah, I think just the rival games, they can get up for them themselves, but we just try to take every game the same. But yeah, I think it adds a little bit to it, and I think it makes it a little bit more special when you do get a W.
The game also brings together two communities with bragging rights on the line.
I think the fans get into it just as much as the players. A lot of these people work together, and they'll like to go and have bragging rights the next day. So, both communities really enjoy it.
I think it's a lot more fun for the fans, to be honest. I think that going to these games, these are the ones that the fans look forward to, especially. These are, like you said, we try to play every game as possible, the same as possible, but I think that the fans, these are the ones they look forward to.
Oh, it's great not only in the win column, but, from bragging rights perspective, just getting out there, getting the win against Camden, kids and community members
The other thing I've noticed, though, that's been great, when we had some really good teams, in the tournament, we'd have, you'd see people from Rockland and Madomic and, the local teams there supporting you. If you weren't playing their team, if their team was out of it. And, I think our community's done the same thing with Madomic and Rockland. So I think it's a good, healthy environment.